Hello, welcome everybody. We're going to get the stream started again. This time we're hoping to go for, let me actually pop this little frame off. We're hoping to get a little bit deeper into the blueprints today. I'm forgetting exactly, day 12. I thought we were on a further day, but shows what I know. Excuse me. Looking forward to getting a little bit further in this game, maybe discovering some secrets that eluded us last time. I have been thinking so hard about the drawing room specifically. It is killing me. It is absolutely killing me that I can't piece together anything related to that room, or maybe how, if there's anything more I could do. One sec, I'll change my mic's peaking a little bit. It is pretty confusing, but I am very, very excited to keep searching for answers. So, without ado, let's get started. Gonna be using my tuber today because I like her a whole lot. I'd like to update her at some point, but for now, she is my little persona, and I love her so much. She is me. We are here. They is us. For those of you just turning in for the first time, I do have a deep voice, but it is beautiful. Timber. I've been told by some of my viewers that it is quite soothing. Uh, anyway, let's get back to the fun. Let's get back to the adventure. I forget exactly what the last thing we did was, because it has been a few days. It's been a busy week for me. But we should be back at it. Oh, my $2 allowance. Whew. Really gets me through the day, you know? All right, we're going to start off with... Oh my gosh, yeah, my foundation is right here. Oh, I was speaking with a friend who told me that his foundation was actually in a much harder to reach location. Like his is like way up here or something. And I didn't even know that could happen. I thought there was like a guaranteed spot, but I was like, I've been to this spot. I have no idea. Very, very cool. It's exciting to go through this with other people and chat about like some stuff you discovered, ideally without spoilers. So we've been very, very careful to tiptoe around not actually spoiling anything too insane or important for each other. So yeah, let's get back to it. If anyone has any questions, or if you guys have questions about a puzzle and maybe I can help, or even just questions about the game, I'm happy to answer. I love the blueprints so far. I might even do a stream a little bit later tonight that is going to be the new Oblivion remaster. I just got it and tested it on the Game Pass, and I really, really, really want to share it with folks. I've tried so long to make a character that looks not disgusting, but oh boy, this game just loves making Monster Factory stuff. So maybe you guys will get to see that. Maybe you'll make a character alongside me. Look forward to it. All right. So we got the... I'd like the observatory, but I don't have gems, sadly. I will say I like storeroom, but now that I've already built a chapel, I feel like I don't want my storeroom to be right here. Let's do a reading nook, because I could do a library after this. Why not? Why not? And then let's do... 10. Alright, we're gonna go this way. I've got a weird feeling about this direction. Kinda wanna pull it together. Ooh, the boudoir. I like this one because it counts as a bedroom, and I think it has a guaranteed gem. At least every time I've opened this, it has been a guaranteed gem. So I will take full advantage. Oh, hi! Hi there. A cutie patootie has joined the chat. Just getting started again. Read this note before, so we don't need to worry about it. I'm still convinced there's some connection with these pictures. I don't think these two have been paired together, though. I've seen this 10, and I've seen this buck, but I haven't seen them together before. All right, we've got a closet, or maybe the parlor. I'm going to do closet in the hopes that the chapel leads me to where I want to go. But let's check closet, see if we get anything good in here. Okay, I mean, a key and a gem is not horrible, but it's not what I wanted. I'm really hoping for like a shovel or something. Maybe I think the earliest, like the best item to get super early would probably be the metal detector. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm not doing? I haven't gone outside yet. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my groove. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is see what my exterior options are, and then we can move on to the next step. Because ideally, you know, I'm actually going to move my little fella over here. I don't know where the best spot for her is going to be, but give me just a second to nudge her around a little bit. I'm thinking if I just sort of nudge her over here, we won't get as much overlap with the other stuff that's going on screen. But I don't want her to block any of the locations. So we're on the west path right now, just outside of the house. Ooh, ooh. Okay. I want root cellar, but I can almost guarantee a shovel or a metal detector in the tool shed, which would be huge. Ugh. But more dig spots, if I manage to still get the shovel, oops, sorry, bumped the mic, would be the ultimate best choice. I'm going to go tool shed because I do not trust myself. Ooh, okay. We have this. Is that a wrench? Is that another thing I can get? Is this... Is this one? I haven't gotten this before. What's this gear wrench? Each time that you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. What? A mechanical floor plan? I can adjust its rarity. Does that mean I can upgrade it? Because if so, that's huge. I've never seen the wrench before, the mechanical wrench. That's... Whoa. That could be major development. Does anything pop up on the left corner? When I do this, I'm kind of in the left corner. When I bring up the menu itself, I don't really want to cover anything too drastically, and a lot of the stuff that's important tends to sit over here in this left corner. So the right corner really only has this button and then occasionally the location that we're currently at. And I don't want to cover it. I've been covering it, admittedly, for a little while. But I like people knowing where we are. I tend to say it out loud. But, you know. We're going to do this way. So I'll be keeping an eye out for any mechanical rooms. It sounds like even if they don't necessarily benefit me today, it might be worth just pulling them up for the sake of, getting something new, getting something good. I want to pull library, but this is a bad spot for the library, so I'm actually going to do pantry. I do pantry because I think I'm going to get almost always when I go to this leftmost room, I get a hallway. Let's see if I'm right. I am wrong. Holy moly. That's a bit of a bummer. I don't really want parlor. I don't really want parlor. I wish I... The one thing that gets me in this game so consistently is I touch a door and then I go, ooh, can I change my mind? I don't want to touch this. And it's like, nope, you've already touched it. I don't like these options. I could guarantee two more... I could get 2 more gems, ideally. I've still never messed it up. But I don't want to screw it up. Or I could do kitchen. Kitchen's good. Maybe I'll do kitchen, just because it goes the way I want it to. And 1 gem is still worth it. Ooh, is that more de pestle? Ooh. Ooh. What we got on the menu for today? Main course is served in the dining room. The main course will be porterhouse steak, a delightfully expensive steak cut, bone-in and extra marbled for maximum tenderness. A perfect dish for those who love extravagance. Plus 10 if I have a showroom in my house. I don't think I've gotten a showroom before. Plus 5 for every red room in my house. Oh, please no. Banana. Okay. Nothing too crazy today. Where is this animal? Where is this dog/cat? Where are you hiding? Boop. Okay. Patio is an interesting one. This doesn't work great for me right now. So we're going to do spare room. Good old spare room. My least favorite room in the entire house. Just the room everyone forgot to care about. There we go. Here's the West Wing Hall. This is the one I wanted. Nothing too crazy here. Pretty standard. Boarded up windows. You know, the works. But let's see what's here. Ooh, observatory is good. I don't remember what day we're on. I think it's, or not day, but like how many stars we have. I think we're at like 4. I think we're at 4. I think this is worth it. I do say I want 3 keys, but I just don't know if 3 keys is the one. Ooh, if you see me not walk through a door that I open, it's just because every time I step through a door, it uses steps. So I try to make sure I make as much use of that room before I move on to the next one, so that I don't get messed up, so I don't run out of steps. Let's see. Let's see if I was right. Are we on day 4? So this would be, or, you know, 4 stars. So this is 5. Oh, no. This is way bigger. Diamondus Miner and the twins. Oh, cool. I didn't even know you could get 2 of these. So I'm on 6. I'm on 6. But that's awesome. Free gem. Got my gem refunded. I'm getting a little unsure if I should fall back. I have enough gems to keep pushing, but I'm just a little concerned. Okay, it's key. Ooh, the nursery. Oh, the library. Shoot, I'm gonna do library, but I do really want nursery as well. So we're gonna do this first. Hello there. So I didn't order a book this time. Let's see. Fixed stars. I wonder what this could tell me that the observatory book doesn't already fill me in on. But we shall see. We shall see. All right. I think I've already read Swimbird, and I read Drafting Strategies. So I'm going to read Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, because I can only assume that every single one of these has some kind of secret hidden in them somewhere that I need to just be on the lookout for. Of course, Swimbird just made me cry. Just brought tears to my poor little eyes. Ooh, I have not gone into the cloister yet. At least I don't think so. Launder currency. This, no idea what that means. Do I have a package? I guess it would tell me if I had a package today. Cloister is a supremely expensive room, and I cannot afford it. I want to know, I kind of want to know what laundering my currency is. This is probably a little reckless. I've never been in the laundry room before, so maybe there's something good in here. Sneaky, sneaky. Bleach, my favorite drink. Glug, glug, glug. My favorite. I can interact with these. So wait, 5 spin cycle? This service costs 5 gold and will exchange all of your gems with all of your money. Is it 1-to-1? 1-to-1. Wash and dry. This is so silly. This service costs 5 gold and will exchange all of your... So I wonder, is it I pay the 5 gold and then all of my remaining cash becomes those items? I think that's how I'm interpreting it. And then Fluff and Fold is... this costs 10 and will exchange all of your money with all of your thing. So it swaps... And I assume that just means the number switches. Again, I do not have enough. All of your gems with all your money. So this is very, very different than I expected it to be. Are you anything? I expected this. Ooh, okay, so this thing could be powered, and it's just not powered right now. Because I did the boiler room, and it had one of these. Or it had like something akin to this. That I could, move around. Okay, well, this room clearly has a lot going on. Maybe at the end of my day, this could save me a little bit if I have a ton of money and no other things, which has happened. There have been at least a day or maybe even 2 days where I just didn't have any money. I didn't have any keys or gems and I ran out, but I had tons of money and it just wouldn't let me progress because I can't open doors with money as much as I want to. Hi, you are... Oh my god, I forgot I have this sledgehammer. Oh, this is huge. Oh my god. Ooh, mama. Get open. Get open. Yeah, look at all this. Look at all these goodies. Ooh, I didn't even remember. Ooh, boy. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, this is worth going back a room. Get in my belly. Ooh, look at all these rerolls. Dang, I'm up to 4 rerolls. That's pretty nuts. see if I can avoid the chapel, because there's almost guaranteed to be nothing of use for me in there. Ooh, Great Hall. Oh, I just want to do corridor, because the Great Hall involves keys, and I only have one. Alright. No shovel, so if there are any spots to dig in this room, they are not for me to dig. Okay, very curious. I didn't expect this to be ready, but I did go down here last time. Interesting. I wonder if that key card is something. Like, is this something else? Or is this just to bring this down? Because this room doesn't really do any of the things I want it to do. The basement door is locked, and I assume my basic silly key does not fit. Okay. What is this? Like... So... Like, I want to assume that it's just this. Like, this is the elevator call. But, like... Isn't the basement key something you would, in theory, need to get into that room? I just don't fully understand the purpose of this room yet. I kind of thought I was going to get like a whole new floor plan the first time I went down there. Not quite. Not quite. Still a lot of very interesting stuff going on though. Okay, so security room. We're going to do it because this technically is a mechanical room. Oh my gosh, we're doing it. Oh my gosh, this is what it means by rarity. Oh, that's kind of insane. So, oh my gosh, this is actually, and this is a permanent change too. So this doesn't do what I thought it did, which is upgrade rooms. Instead, what it does is it increases the likelihood that it's going to appear. So, like the rarest room up here, I guess you guys can see my mouse. The rarest room up here just means that it'll almost never pop up again. Like, it's very, very rare that it'll appear. Unusual, same idea, just a little bit less so. Standard, pretty average room. Commonplace means it's going to show up all the time. I want it to show up all the time because security room is going to be big for me. Amazing. Oh my gosh. And for security room, which is, again, such an important room to be brought up here, is great. I have to do this pretty much every time I come in here, but I do not think it's a bad thing. I do wish it at least remembered that I had set some of these to unlocked, but you know, it doesn't, so that means having it again is a good room. And it's got 3 doors, which I'm a big fan of as well. It's a good hallway room. Almost never anything else in here. I don't know. Ooh, these have things written on them. C-cam. Almost always have something on them. But I do think that it is super helpful to have this room exist. Courtyard, lavatory. I do have a courtyard, but I don't have anything I can utilize the courtyard with. Like, I don't have a, you know, the courtyard could have a shovel in it. Here I go killing again. Your girl found a shovel. Whoa. Oh my gosh. So happy. Boom. I'm getting everything today. Including this old shoe. Forgot I buried that thing there. Ah ha 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 ha. Back when I was a little chitlin. Where is... Usually there's 2. Okay. Suits me fine. There's 2 in the foundation. And I should have done the... I got tool shed, but if I had done the other one that was not tool shed, I would have it. That being said, the mechanical wrench, huge. So maybe it's fine. Maybe it's totally worth it. Now that I have the mechanical wrench, though, I think more so than I want to, like, beat the game this day, which, you know, I don't really have high expectations that I would get all the way to the antechamber today. I'm just going to be looking for mechanical rooms, you know? That's just, we're going to find what we're looking for. We're going to make some choices. It has got to be the patio this time, just because nowhere else is leading up. So this is my one option. I could redraw it and just hope for a better room that would work for this. Pool. Pool's big. Ooh, but I can't have that right now. Okay, pool. Pool replaces itself with the word cool. Anyway, so the pool is great. Brings a couple different rooms. I actually don't remember what it said. It brings locker room, sauna, and pump room. So pump room isn't a standard room. I didn't even think about that. So you need the pool to even draw the pump room. I don't think I noticed that last time. I don't really want to do dark room. Dining room's big. I'm going to do dining room because dining room is big. Nice many door-ed room. And then I am nowhere near tier 8 yet. But that's okay. That's okay. Whoa! I've never gotten the vault. Oh, and I'm not going to get it this time either because it costs 3 gems. 40 gold. Whoa, I've seen this room in the cameras. And it's the only time I've ever seen this room. But you know what? Pump room is a mechanical room. Which, even though it doesn't lead anywhere right now, I think it's worth getting pump room. Because that guarantees I can adjust it, which again, it's currently set to unusual. Set that motherfucker to commonplace. Just because I want this room. This is a big room for progression. So many rooms can utilize this room as part of their combos. So setting a bunch of stuff to common is going to be big for me. Might as well. Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh, I'm on the outside of the foundation. Oh, I scared myself. I was like, this looks crazy. And it's because I've seen it already. Okay, so we're going to drain the pool. It might take me a second to futz with this because I always feel a little bit confused by how this works. We're going to... The aquarium is no water in it. Those poor fishies. Aquarium is 3, so 3 is going to this one. And then just because I want to... Oops, my bad. This one is an up. So we want as much water as possible from the pool to get sucked into this container. Right? Right? Okay. And then that should actually be enough. Will that just go straight in? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this so easy. I thought this usually, like the last time I did this, took me a long time to understand it. But I think this time I'm gonna get the pool drained really quick. I still don't know what the reservoir does. I have been at the bottom of the fountain. But as of right now, I think that, unless I'm mistaken, the door at the bottom of the fountain leads into the elevator room that I was in earlier. Unless that door is... The basement is a completely separate region that I just have 2 ways to get to, and I've just never found access to either one. Either way, very, very interesting. We're going to go back to the pool really quick, make some money. Ooh, this is not nearly as much cash as last time. It's a little bit of a bummer. I was hoping for a lot more. Only 4. Oof. Last time it was almost 20. Okay, well, put all my eggs in that basket, I guess. But hey, pump room is important to bring up. I don't think I want office right now, not that I can even pull it, so we're gonna do parlor. Ideally, my brain is working and we will get 2 gems from this. Alright, let's try it out. Was that wall always been there? That like pull thing? I feel like I'm noticing silly little details. Anyway, gems are in both the black box and the white box. Well, that's obviously false because there's only ever one box with gems in them. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. So I did kind of jump to conclusions there when I said the gems are both in the blue box and the black box. I knew that both of these were lying. And so This was the only one that was telling the truth, and the one that was telling the truth said it wasn't in either of these, so it had to be this one. That one came a little bit easier to me than I thought it would. The workshop. Oh my gosh, I can do it. I can do it again. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many mechanical rooms. I'm really happy about this. I think the workshop is one that I haven't really gotten to use at all. It came up, I think, one, maybe two other times, and I don't really understand how to utilize it. I don't really know what I can combine in here. The true box does not always contain the prize. It's true, it's true. But this time it did. You gotta listen. Ooh, ooh, I forgot this was here, the broken lever. And then I believe I already have this written down. I'm going to double check my little journal in which I've been writing my notes in for this game. And we will triple check to make sure that I have, in fact, already written down number 8. 8, message. Yes. And then that says H today, which is not the same letter. It was I think it was an R and an M the last 2 times I was here, so I don't know what H is. I wonder if every time I come in, it's like spelling out a word or something. RMH doesn't really mean a whole lot to me in this moment, so we'll see. Okay, that's my last key. Okay, I'm a little worried about this passageway. As much as it is a cool room, I'm a little worried that both these doors are going to be locked and I'm going to be stuck. I'm going to be stuck. We're going to try it. Don't be locked, don't be locked, don't be locked. Nice. The rumpus room. Have I gone in here yet? I don't think I have. 8 gold is pretty good though. Hallway's not helpful. I hate the furnace. I hate the furnace. There's no reason to go to the furnace. I think the first time I ever got it, I accidentally powered it and it gave me a free key. I don't know if it always does keys, but that was cool. Other than that though, this room is awful and I hate it. So I guess we're going to do Rumpus Room because I don't see anything wrong with the Rumpus Room other than that it pulls my last gem. Ooh, that could be bad. That could be pretty bad actually. Ooh, I'm going to redraw. Risky. Oh my god, you know? Look at me. I'm about to turn all of these mechanical rooms into very common rarity. This is why I'm here. I'm here to make these even easier to find. So these are all rooms that are really important as far as I can tell. And so Randolph M. Ooh, complete thaw. That says something teeny. I didn't even notice that last time. I thought that was just a big scribble line. It does actually say something. Oh, I need the magnifying glass again. Kimberly Thompson. Alright, let's see what experiments we can run today. Experiment setup in the laboratory. Whenever I draft a shop room, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Permanently add to my allowance. Oh, gosh. What stinks is I think I found this room a little too late today. Because I think if I can get the archive to pull up, I could do this every single time and just get so much allowance. That would be kind of big. I just don't think I'm going to get the archives. All right. And this needs the pump room. Or not the pump room. What's the other one? The steam room? I think it is steam, but the boiler room? Boiler room. Why are these 2 boxes empty? I don't know the periodic table well enough to be able to call these out, But, like, why are these 2 spots empty? I wonder if, but, like, even if I were to find it out, like, what would I do? And, like, look at this one. So this one looks like a code, and surprisingly, it doesn't seem to be relevant to these, you know? I think I see a puzzle here. Give me a second. Goodness. All right. Ugh, okay, wait. This is going to piss me off, having to run back and forth. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 1. Really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So SG? Is that right? Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So PU. Okay, let's write that down. All right, PU. Then we have 2 is... okay, so 3 from this layer, 1 down. So 1, 2, 3, 1 down. S. Write that down. Where's 3? 3 is that hydrogen? Isn't that just hydrogen? See, I don't know all of them, but hydrogen is in fact okay. Yeah, that one I got. That one was easy. 4? 4's down here. Bottom row. Wait a second. Okay. Sorry, I'm making sure. I was worried I messed it up. So just 2 over. 1, 2. Got TH. I don't know what these are, so don't look at me, you science nerds, you science majors, you periodic table understanders. I did go to school. I did learn the periodic table, but boy, do these abbreviations not help me know them by heart. Anyway, so 5. Ooh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. RE. Okay, we're gonna write that down. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on that row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. EU. Okay. 7. 1, 2, 3. Next to where the 4 was. 1, 2, 3. So we're looking at PA. Interesting. We need 8. So... okay. What is that? F. Okay, and then 9. Sorry if this is taking a long time, folks. This is what you got to do to solve the puzzles, it seems. So 2nd from the bottom row, 3 to the left. So 2nd from the bottom row, 1, 2, 3. TE. Okay. Looking good. And we're at 10. Where's 10? Oh, 10 is the one in the corner. And then I think RN, and then I think 11 was this one. So I'll write that down, but it's all in pencil, so I can change it if I mess up. No, it's right. Okay, so it's I, RNI, and the last one is right there. Let me see. And then we're NE. Okay, so now if I put these all together, let me look here again. This doesn't help a whole lot, but maybe this arrow does. Okay, so I got PUSH, so push, and then THRE, thre. Oh, and then EU, push, 3 UPAF, push 3 UPA, push 3 up. Oh, push 3 up, and then 8 is F. Push 3 up after 9. What? Push 3 up after 9? Oh, that's definitely this. So 9 and then 3? I assume... yeah, I have no power. But is that it? Do I just do those two and then it just works? very confused. I'm very, very curious about this. There's so many switches. Okay, push 3 up after 9. I'm curious if that is going to be the entire solution. Okay. Anyway, it's very likely that this run is about to end as soon as I walk into this room. If I don't, I'm going to beeline for the laundry room, and we will see if we can actually pull anything off there, but I am skeptical. Oh my gosh, the boiler room. Holy cow, are we actually going to get to try it? This is going to be crazy. I don't have a gem. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're going to do We're going to do hallway. Shoot. Laundry room. Oh, I hope I can make it there and back with the amount of ooh boy. Ooh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would need another door straight ahead after hallway to get dinner. But I have enough money for food, potentially. Right? And then this room goes security courtyard, which doesn't help me. I need to go down and back up to get to the laundry room. The laundry room is as far away as humanly possible. But that's okay. We're going to see if maybe we can make this work regardless. Ooh, I'm really cutting it close. Oh, I really wanted the boiler room. That was the room, I think, of the mechanical rooms. I want the boiler room the most. Because utility closet, I think, already has a pretty common draw chance. Okay, so remind me which one's which. Swap gems for money. Really quick, I need to see what this does. That is, first of all, that's insane. And it did spend my money first, so I will not be able to progress any further unless I somehow get food, which I don't see me doing. But you know, you learn and you learn. Because even if I get to the kitchen, I have no money now. So this is my own fault. I should have maybe hesitated a teensy bit more. I don't think 15 steps would have done the world for me, though. And it's kind of the same idea where it's like, if I could have maybe spent this after. Okay, I do think this wound up being a very productive day. I should have probably just gone another room ahead instead of running back to the laundry room, because now I have nothing. I got these gems, but these gems are nothing. So we are unfortunately gonna be calling it, at least for today. Not today stream wise, but today in the life. Interestingly, you can see the 3 there. That mountain still gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know what it is about it. This is the most unfulfilled I think I've felt at the end of one of our days. Maybe not the most, but so those 2 torches are lit, but like there are other torches that are not lit. So let me peek down here again. So these ones, there's no pump stuff. So what I'm curious about is like, where do all these lead, right? Like there's clearly like a mine shaft in there. And like I have both of these going. Like this is lit and this is lit. But like, how can I light these? Is there more rooms? Is there more interactables? Ugh, I hate feeling unable to know. I hate not knowing. Ah. Sip of my beverage. Well, that day wound up being very, very fruitful, at least in the sense that I was able to turn a lot of those mechanical rooms more common. That's pretty big. I didn't expect to be able to do that today, so doing that was pretty cool. That was different. Alrighty, we are back on day 13, lucky number 13. Ooh, are one of my wrist braces around here? My wrist is sort of acting up. Yeah, it's okay. It's not super important. Sadly, I didn't get to do my experiment like at all, so no extra allowance for me, not this time. We're gonna do outer room again. I like doing it first, just because you never know what you're gonna get. Here we go, 69. That's how you know it was the right choice. It also just doesn't really make sense to go to this room after you've already explored some of the house, because, like... okay, we'll say, this... I don't... like, if you get Hovel, right, what is the purpose of the gems? Like, is there a second thing you can do with the gems? Because it kind of makes gems worthless. I'm going to do Root Cellar. Because it does what I think it does. Though I won't even lie, I don't know why I came in here, because I'm fairly certain that items can't spawn in here. What's this? Oh my gosh! I didn't see this. Search continues. The author and illustrator whose fanciful stories named Marion Marigold was last seen by a Friday getting into a carriage after a late. No sign has been found yet. Oh, look at that. XYZ ABC. I can read that. I don't need no magnifying glass for that. XYZABC. No sign has been found yet. Oh, now I'm super curious. But I'll be okay. I'll endure. I just really want to know. I want to know what happened to Marion. Mary Epson. Because this is the same picture they used for her in the news article that she's missing. I believe these two are dead, but we learn about the Baroness. At least I believe so. The Lady Epson. She's the one who died, I believe. They're the one who... she's the lady of the house in the Western Wing. At least I believe it was her. I don't believe it was the Baroness. And then Herbert Sinclair, and then Simon H. Sinclair. So H.S. Sinclair and S.H.S. H.S.S. S.H.S. They have the same letters in their initials, but they're different orders. Gosh. And then, like I said before, there is clearly a missing branch here. Like, someone is missing from this family tree. And I don't know who it is, nor do I have a way of knowing. Because that's like an old member of the family. And I just don't really understand, even if I were to find it, what the relevance is. Alright. Well, you know, I was asking why I went in there, and I got my answer. I went in there to find yet another little clue. Just a little hidden clue. Alright. Alright, where are we going first? Ooh, I don't think I've ever noticed that's probably been there the whole time. And I have never noticed it. Oh boy, it really is showing up more frequently. It's a decent hallway, and I like its location, so I'm gonna do workshop. As much as I'm not entirely sure. Look at that, there's stuff in there. Ooh, what's that? Oh, okay, is that a sledgehammer? Straight away, and now it's an E. These are definitely new letters every time I see it, so I'm not sure what the relevance to it is. I only have sledgehammer. I need sometimes two, maybe even a third part. I think I saw last time I was in here. Not last time, but the time before. Either way. Now I have a sledgehammer. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's get spare room out of the way. Never found anything in all... Shut up! This is the first time I have seen a dig spot in this room, I think. Look at me. Look at me. Let's do Reading Nook because it guarantees library. Excuse me. Reading Nook guarantees library, which is big because then I can get a key and still guarantee the library. The layout is better this way, so let's do it. Does that mean I get to read a book? Oh my god, I get to read a book. Woo! Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. M. Lowry. Is that Lowry? Lord Evanson. Anne Babbage. Lord Evanson is... I think that was a name on the sheet. I took a picture of it, so let me pull it back up. Sir Andrew Darrell. I do think I've taken a picture of... Let me pull back a little bit. Here we go. Lord Evanson. No, these are Epson. Lord William Epson. Lord Evanson. I believe that was his friend who came in. Let me see. Alright, so this isn't the person I was thinking, but Simon P. Jones, still me. M. Lowry. It's Lowry or Laurie. Anyway, I think it is always worth checking here. I'm always like, maybe Mary was the one who was last looking at this, and that's where I'm like, please give me some clue as to where she has disappeared to. Because I don't want to believe she's dead. It seems too obvious. Hey, this is the same picture. Introduction. The third largest city in Fenarese. My brain would say Fenaires, but I don't think this is Buenos Aires. So Fenarese is the site of its former capital, Reddington. In bold, is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar rewards visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. Ooh, damn, the colors in that botanical gardens are actually really gorgeous. The Botanical Gardens, Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its Agerin canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and its mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime in Reddington is busy season. Springtime is Reddington's busy season. Same idea. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. The Ilex X Messervii, a specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. Interesting. Holly is one of those Christmas plants that I've been thinking about when it comes to what the mistletoe looking thing as his icon looks like. It does look like holly. Featherfall Keep. This sounds like an Oblivion location, oh my gosh, or a Skyrim location. Featherfall Keep. You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, relevant, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel Epson... Okay, we're pulling this graph up again. I knew it. I knew it was going to be relevant. I knew it. So, we're talking Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel. We have a William Epson. His oldest son, Lionel. Okay, that guy is here in the picture. Lionel Epson is the, I assume, sister? Maybe even father? No, I'm going to say sister to Clara Epson, who was the one who married Herbert. Or Simon? It looked like Simon and them got married. And then somehow either she just lived there and when she died something major happened, or maybe there's like a love triangle between Herbert and Simon, because it does seem like Herbert and Simon have a rivalry or a falling out of some kind. Anyway, after the death of Lord Epsom, his oldest son, Lionel Epsom, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed. I assume that's Miss Clara Epsom. His daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house museum and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda Aries, when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes. Imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fenneree's premier vacation destinations. Exclusive for its more privileged citizens, the lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views, and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. And here we go, Mount Holly. That's the creepy one that I'm near. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly, again, holly like the plant, very, very, there's a lot of connections here. It feels like there's a lot, and I'm not getting them all. I'm not finding the relevance to them all, but they are all real. They all exist. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once in their lives. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly. So this is Mount Holly Estate, where we're at, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of Mount Holly Schoolhouse in 1966. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. And we're back. We're not even talking about the house anymore. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar. But don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. Now, the turnstiles, footbridges, and platforms have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. Oh wow, I've never seen an actual map. So that's Mount Holly. They don't have the estate listed on here. Burrow's End. 100 Bells. Oh, there's a lot of places they didn't talk about. Tenor Fork. I'm sure that there's probably some really tiny words written in here somewhere. But I see Featherfall Keep. I see Reddington itself. Mainway Station Bazaar over there, the Botanical Gardens, Burrow's End, which we did not learn about today, the Aris River, and the Angel Tower. Is it Angol Tower? I'm not entirely sure. Trinsdale Lake. Oh, so much here, and yet I don't know how relevant any of it is. Okay. All right, more mysteries. More mysteries. Oh, these are all dead ends. So, I mean, actually, aquarium isn't. That's not true. So, it does also look like I don't have any gems. So, we're doing wine cellar, getting some gems. What is this? The deposit box key. Oh, this is for the vault. Okay. I remember because I think last time I got the deposit box key, I really wanted to get into the mailroom. I ran to the mailroom and it wasn't in the mailroom. Ugh. Okay. I don't know what's going to be in there. I can only assume lots of money, lots of gold. All right. I need a shovel. There are, because of my root cellar, quite a few spots that really need a little bit of a sprucing up. All right, so we have some gems now. We can be a little bit more frivolous with our choices. I'm gonna do chapel, as much as I do not like chapel, because it gets us a way through. Boy, do I need a shovel. Okay. I just don't want to get cut off from anywhere, so we're gonna do... Is it worth doing bedroom? I'm gonna do pantry, because I know there's a little bit of food in here, too. Boop. Nothing else. I love how the house, like, adds the little windows when you're on the exterior of the house. Very fan. Very fan. Very big fan. All right. Courtyard. Ooh, again. Please, I know you were there yesterday, so the odds of you being there again are lower, but, like, shovel. Please, your girl needs a shovel. Please. No shovel. Not today. That being said, there is a free couple items in here, right? Woo! Yeah. Sledgehammer is a really solid one. I'm not even going to say it's not, because it is. Boop. The layout of the security room in this instance isn't great. I'm going to do closet, because shovel? Bummer. I keep hoping. I'm really hopeful that there's a shovel in here. I saw a shovel, I think was it last time? No, I think I feel like the shovel can spawn in there. But maybe I'm talking out of my butt here. I don't know. Drawing room. Let's do drawing room. Ooh, that scared me. I still don't see what I can do in this room, and it's gonna be a forever issue, I feel. I fear. Because I feel like it's gotta have something to do with these, right? Unless it doesn't. Only thing I can think of in this room is that I'm overthinking it. That's like the only thing that comes to my mind is it's like I've gotta be overthinking it. Because, like, I could assign each type of picture a number and then think of it like how far we go. But I just don't know how I can get that to translate to a 4-digit code. I'm, like, so sure another one of those red letters is in here. I just don't even know where to begin. Is it the phone? Tell me. It sounds like, watch me be able to touch the phone, and I've just never done it. Hey, look, it's the mountain, Mount Holly. Oops, sorry. There's got to be a clue somewhere in the house that tells me, like, what is up with this room, because what is up with this room? Like, let's be honest. What is going on in this friggin' room? Secret passage. I like secret passage. Ooh, this one's bigger. Interesting. So hallway, garden room, bedroom, horrible room, and then gold sink is shops. I think I want a green thumb room. I don't know which one it is. I think it lets me pick, right? I always forget how this works. Special cost bypassed. I want to do greenhouse. I know greenhouse doesn't have a door in it. I'm gonna do it. Shovel. Oh my god, please a shovel. Yes, a shovel! Ooh, huge. Huge. This is huge. Oh nice, this room is being fully watered today. Which is more gems for me. Oh, so many dig spots. I can go back and get so many dig spots. Okay, there was nothing here. So there's clearly, like, something here, too. Like, I don't know if this door is, or this switch is what does it. Because I look at this and my brain thinks it's the antechamber. But, like, this looks like something. Like, I have a sledgehammer. Just let me go straight through this wall. Alright. A turnip. A brick. Oh, you know, that would break through the wall. I mean, an old tin can. Alright, we are going to do some pretty major backtracking now. Courtyard. Because ideally, not only will we hopefully dig up enough turnips to offset what I'm doing, I'm hoping we'll get some good stuff too. I don't know what items can be dug up yet. I think it was one of the days I didn't find a shovel, but I am fairly certain that the experiment in the lab is one of the things you can get is like every time you dig up garbage, every time you dig up worthless junk, give you something. But like I haven't found a lab yet, so getting the lab would, it feels like it would be silly of me to assume that I could find a lab and just hold off on everything, because even then, even if I do get a lab, the odds of that specific, you know, requirement being relevant is slim, is very slim. All right, turnip, pebbles. I feel like that bucket of water wasn't here before. A key. Hey, I'll take keys. More money. 3 coins this time. 3 money. A rock. It's not a boulder. It's a rock. Okay. Okay. Ooh, something else I always forget to check is widescreen. No, that's not it. Volume? No. Graphics? No. It's none of these. Okay, so they don't have like a... Some of my, I think very specific music that has come on has been copyright claimed. And so I was hoping that I could turn that off. Sadly, there is no adjustment to it, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. You know, if they claim a few seconds of the stream, I'm not making any money on these anyway right now. I'm just here to share it with y'all. So it doesn't really affect me too greatly. I'd much rather you and me and all of us get to experience the true music that's part of this experience, because I think it's important. I think getting a little bit of sound, even if it's, you know, gonna get me in some small trouble, is absolutely still worth it. I'm getting so much worthless junk. Oh. Wow. That's... Oof, that's... That one stings a little bit. I barely got anything for that. I think a key and maybe like 4 or 5 gold total. I traded a good amount of steps for this too. digs. Okay, so we're gonna, I know there's at least like 2 more dig spots. I don't know if it's guaranteed to be here, but every time I've gone into the foundation, there has been two dig spots in here. I think one time there was 3. Okay. There we go. Please. Why? Ooh, compass. That's actually going to be huge. It's going to be huge. I think that's going to be big. Oh, deposit box key. Wait, is that a second deposit box key? Oh my gosh. I have 2. Oh, I need to get the vault now. Oh, I need to get the vault now. Oh boy. I just draw the lab, the thing I said I wouldn't pull. watch it be there. I have to go now and watch it be there. As usual, check for items. Oh my gosh! The magnifying glass. Wasn't there something on this page? Complete thaw. Cooler is unaffected. Complete thaw. Cooler is unaffected. I don't understand why that matters or what that's... Now I'm super confused. Oh, okay. Hey. I did not expect... I didn't expect to be able to see these when I zoomed in. What's the purpose of this? Because the sign... Like, there's a poster just over there. Just an easier way. Oh my gosh, these are still missing. Why are those 2 still missing? They're missing on all 3 boards. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? Did I say all 3? Both boards. What the heck? Oh, now I want to look up like a real periodic table just to know what's up, you know, just to get a little insight into why they're missing. All right, watch it. Ooh. Set your steps to 40 is kind of huge. Really quick. Do I have a bedroom yet? I don't know if I do. So after your second bedroom, so I don't even have 1 bedroom, but every time my second bedroom that I draft per day, set my movement to 40. That's kind of insane. I kind of want to do that one. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's going to be huge. I have to find bedrooms now, but I still think that's going to be big. I don't know where I started getting like the phrase, that'll be huge. I've started saying it more. Bunk room. This counts as 2 bedrooms. I can't pick this one because it will end everything. But I just got archives, which I could have... That would have been crazy. Every time I pick the archive one, I get jumped back to 40. Would be a lot of steps to have. Unfortunately, it is not the one I chose, and so now here we are. If I had chosen this door, we would have maybe gotten a better outcome. But that's okay. We'll do observatory instead. What did we get this time? Farmer's apple. Apples are extra delicious today. Hey. I don't know what that means. I can only assume it means they give me more steps, but like how delicious is more delicious, you know? I have to use a key. I'm gonna do hallway just because I really don't want to be stuck somewhere. Don't know why I felt the need to hyperanalyze that face, but I did. I want more green rooms and I want to save my gems, so... Oof. But I'm scared. I want more angles. I hope that was the right choice. Okay. The white box does not have a statement. Okay, so you're telling the truth. The gems are in a box with a statement. So I still think the rule applies. One of them is telling a lie, one of them is telling the truth. And so this one must be telling a lie. So that means it's in here. Yes, my brain is still working. Huzzah! Oh goodness. Okay, that door's locked. I'm a little concerned about that, so we're gonna have to deal with it, it seems. Okay. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Bedroom? Bedroom is good. Okay, let's just be really careful. I'm gonna do bedroom. This is the Baroness. Is that just supposed to be a little shadow? Almost looks like an arrow or something. Keys on a piano or something? I think I'm thinking too much about it. Greetings from Reddington. Yeah, I just don't really know if there's any importance to that. Oh my gosh, that is a big expensive room. Alright, so we are about to get more food. Nursery! That's gonna be big. Just scared. I think I want den. I'm gonna do den. I feel like I'm like deliberately keeping myself from getting any more points for any more steps. Like I could do the bedroom thing, but I'm scared. I'm concerned. Okay. Let's be smart about this. Which one is this? Haven't found a kitchen today. Plus an additional 10 if you have a boiler room. Okay, well we're gonna hold off just on the off chance that this could be a bedroom. Not quite. Billiard room is still interesting. Cloister? Oh, cloister wouldn't be that bad here. I just don't know. I feel like 3 gems is a big investment. I'm scared. I'm scared about the cloister. And it only really gives me one correct way. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna probably regret it. Oh, dig spot's in there. Can I like hop it or something? Don't tell me there's like a switch in another fucking room. Excuse my, you know, German. Is there? There's gotta be. No. Is this really just like a tease you room? Can I hop it? Can I? There's no like secret hole. There's no like invisible. Let me walk along the entire thing. Is there something in there? Did I see an item? Something like written on the back of it? No, like little studs maybe? Just clicking on all kinds of stuff. Oh, I want to believe. There's got to be something. Oh my gosh, what is this? What do I do? Sorry, I missed your chat. What do I do with bricks? Cry about it, I guess. Because, like, if I get a brick, essentially all that means is I dug up garbage. There might be... Ooh. It might be a worthwhile reason to have all this junk, but you don't get to keep it. So, as far as I can tell, it's not helpful. I hate this. Okay, well, let's see if this door is unlocked. Shit. Okay, okay. I'm scared about this room. If I get, excuse me, if I get a... If I got the billiard room, there's often a lot of keys in the billiard room. If I thought about it a little bit harder. No, I never do this. I think it's just like when I go through the house, I usually just make sure I find everything. The only reason I would use this if I did one of the spreads and I didn't know if I found everything. Commissary. I'm gonna do commissary because maybe I can buy some keys. Maybe I can. Dirigiblocks. Oh my gosh, dig. Key. An old rusty nail. Not even worth picking up. Oh boy, my favorite. I see keys. 10 for 1 key? Holy cannoli. Oh my gosh, I almost want to just get... Do I have a computer somewhere? So my gut tells me to buy the... Shoot, 10 gold for 1 key. That is a horrible conversion. That is absolutely god-awful. Okay, so I do in fact have a computer back in the lab. So if... Walk-in closet wouldn't be the end necessarily. I just don't trust it. I should have probably done it. Unsurprisingly, the lights go out. Whee! Okay, so I can't see anything in here. Which probably... That's locked, okay. So, I think I'm gonna call it and just, you know, take my losses and instead go for this upgrade disc. So as much as it pains me to end it here without knowledge of what is to come, there's something here for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. What? Huh? What did I do? What did I do? Was it these? Was it the poles? What was it? I was just clicking everywhere. Why did that work? Why did that work? I don't okay, I mean, I'll take it. I'm deeply confused now. Money. Oh boy, one more money. I mean, if you guys get me 10... What is this? I didn't see this. You've been rewarded an allowance token. Oh my gosh, that means... Okay, that means I start each day with 4. Who's this? What is this? Wait, what is that? CXET? CXET? What is that? What is that? Okay, I thought these were screws or something. They are not screws. CXET. Boy, I got no idea what I'm looking at. Mr. Nogala, if you're reading this, I want to make... there's something that I immediately note, which is no sign has been found yet. And that was underlined in blue. This is the only other thing in blue I think we've seen. Mr. Nogala, if you're reading this, it seems the day has finally come, and the cloister is at long last getting some much overdue maintenance. I have left you a literal token of appreciation to serve as positive reinforcement, which should grant you a bit of extra spending money each day while working on the estate. We have learned from our dealings with your predecessor that it is much cheaper in the long run to be generous. Mrs. Babbage. Oh gosh, what does CXET mean? I'm writing this down, but I don't even know what I'm like hoping to discover from this. What? CXET feels like nothing. I'm just gonna write them down in that order. So C, and then X, and then underneath the C with a big gap. E, and then T. Alright, cloister. Next to it. Oh, I'm moving. Okay. Well, that was really something. Can I buy anything for 5? I don't. Gotcha. Doesn't really matter, but okay. Is that another one? Oh my gosh. Wait, I could do it from out here. 2 more. It still wouldn't have been enough for anything. Okay, hey. Ooh, lag there. Got an upgrade disc. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What can the spare room even turn into? This room stinks. Okay, so just from the jump, spare bedroom, I guess this makes it so it counts as a bedroom, like in its connection to the nursery. Spare green room, I don't really understand what the purpose of this one is. And then spare hall just feels like a waste. Like, because if it's a hall, does that just mean the doors don't lock? I've noticed that in the green room, more items tend to spawn. Not every time. Like, there's definitely been empty green rooms. There's definitely been empty courtyards, empty, verandas, and empty terraces, but I have noticed that there is a consistency for the shovel, sometimes the metal detector to be in there. So I'm going to do this one. I can't guarantee this is even going to be a thing that works, but I'm willing to take a chance. Hi, fishies. Hey. Oh boy, I'm offsetting the amount of money you're stealing from me. Thank you. Rocks. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, well this day looks like it's going to be over as well. I think I'm going to have to go get some dinner stuff ready after this, but when I come back, I think I might play a little bit of Oblivion before the mister gets home. Whoa! I honestly don't even remember how many are in here now. I've tossed a couple, and I'm kind of convinced that what's going to happen is when I lower the fountain, which I had the pump room yesterday. If I lower this, there'd be a bunch of coins in there for me. But it does also seem like, unless I'm doing it like a lot, it doesn't really benefit me a ton. Like, where am I gonna, when is it gonna be right? When is it gonna be worth it to get it all, And again, I haven't even tested this. Maybe I'm just tossing coins in and it's doing nothing. Anyway, we're calling it a day. I think I'm gonna save and quit this time. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another fantastic day. I think we did 2 days this time around. Got through day 12 and day 13. I don't want to say they were amazing days. They were pretty standard. I do think the fact that I was able to get that mechanical wrench to make several mechanical rooms more common, huge. I think that's going to be big. I did it again, huge. I think that's going to be really, really important in the long run, and hopefully it enables me to more frequently pull up some of the rooms like the pump room and the laboratory and what was the other room I actually made it easier? The security room. I think those are really important rooms, and I think that having them be more frequent is going to be really, really important in the long run. But we'll find out next time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am going to call this session of Blueprints a day for now, but I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks again so much. Hey, the garden excavation site. So that's going to be it for today. Both these doors were locked, so this door in the den and this door in the den were locked. It was going to be so much money for a key, which is just unfortunate. I think I've seen the keys go for 5, maybe even 3, but maybe those were gems. I'm not sure. Either way, day number 13 is complete, and we are calling it here. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time.